Hosted for the first time in Egypt and in collaboration with the American University in Cairo and the American University of the Middle East, Digital University's Arab World has brought together university leaders, industry partners, and innovators to focus on how digital innovation is transforming higher education. With over 60 speakers and over 250 attendees, the conference has discussed the future of hybrid and online learning in the Arab region, examined how AI is impacting universities, and assessed how universities should respond to technological advancements.
Awareness and culture within the campus, within the community that is committed to these principles. Again, how do we do that? By promoting green campus initiatives, for example, by measuring the carbon footprint of campus.
We need to do much more strategically and much more deliberately is to think on two fronts. First of all, we need to have AI requirements, integrate general AI requirements for all our students. Just as we have language literacy, just as we have computational literacy, just as we have scientific thinking, we now have every student needs to be trained. So we need to put in place, and we need to think very hard about that, and quickly. We need to think quickly about that. But we need to think much more systematically about where do we need to put this effort, which departments need this, which programs require an added level of in-depth knowledge. And of course, this requires the allocation of resources, which we also need to think through.
Digital transformation and rise of artificial intelligence create unparalleled teaching and learning opportunities for students, faculty, and staff, as well as ethical considerations.
And so I think technology is affecting our teaching, and you can think about it in three ways, right? One is just the way I as a teacher prepare my own teaching. The other one is what students have access to, whether or not I like it. And the other one is what I choose to integrate into my classroom that is going to help promote learning depending on the learning outcomes that are in my class, right? I think nobody knows what the best practice is. There's no best practice anywhere in the world right now. So we need to say, at least we want you to cite it if you use it, and at least we want professors to have a statement in their syllabus about whether or not they allow it per assignment, however.
As generative AI transforms how students learn and blurs the boundaries of academic integrity, for 25 years, Turnitin has been at the forefront of fostering academic integrity by deterring student misconduct and safeguarding the value of writing and education.
What our AI detection tool looks for are the patterns that a tool like ChatGPT would run. And it identifies those patterns. And the ethical way that we do it is, what we do is identify those areas that look like they might have been generated by a large language model or ChatGPT. It's up to then the instructor to determine the appropriate fair use of that content. We're never trying to say that it absolutely is, because you might have asked your student to use AI in that part of the paper that they've created. But our model is constantly learning as well as to what it's doing, and our AI researchers continue to look at our results, compare those results to the new adaptations of the large language models, and continue to refine our model. So essentially our model is AI, and it's getting smarter as it does more and more research and as more papers pass through it. So the team works very hard to make sure that we work those out of the system. Now, that's not to say that we might make some mistakes and work through it, and that's a learning system for us. But we do in our product team have what we call an accessibility council that reviews not just our AI product, but all our products to make sure that they're accessible, that they're not biased. For instance, we have a proctoring, online proctoring service as well, which there can be, rife with problems for potential biases. So we have a group that constantly reviews that to see that we're doing the right thing.
Including over 300 industry leaders from over 24 countries spanning 4 continents, the 2024 Digital Universities Arab World Conference addresses opportunities and challenges of digital transformation in higher education and explores ethical considerations as well as issues of accessibility. Farida El Deeb, AUCTV, Cairo.